dating pinagkatayuan ng Colegio de Santa Isabel. Pero nawasak daw siya ng World War II sa clap lang. Pero katabi siya ngayon ng PNU, which is good. Naririnig mo na naman ho ang inyong Kuya Ade. Narinig mo tayo din sa Colegio Santa Rosa. Riho ibita. Wait lang. The former site of US. Oh my god, endangered fish. Sabi ka dyan, Michael?
So, good morning. Comment to our trip. Personally, I don't want to go outside our house since it's very hot and I don't have the initiative or the energy to go somewhere because I really don't like going out our house. So, our trip at Intramuros, at first, I thought it was bothersome since I need to get out of my bed that early and to walk into street under that pressure. But as we go on to our journey, as we enter the Intramuros, well, our trip is to visit old schools. So as we go inside that walled city, we were really enjoying the view. The old schools, the old buildings, those architectures, it was really astonishing how they built up those blocks, how they curved those structures, how they design, how they paint, how the walls are made. Those were very artistic and we really enjoyed uh, looking at them. So on that day, we visited 6 schools. We have visited Santa Potenciana. It was the first all-girls schools in here in Philippines. Santa Isabel, Santa Rosa, Ateneo, Santo Tomas, and Santa Catalina. I was saddened that of those 6 schools that we have visited, only one exists until now. That is Santa Rosa, and the other 5 was turned into some other. They were destroyed on the war and was now replaced by condominiums. Well, actually, the Santo Tomas was now is now a BF condominium, and the Santa Potenciana is now a Red Cross. The Ateneo is now like just a parking lot. The Santa the Santa Catalina was turned into other school. The Santa Isabel is now just a parking lot as well. So they were turned, those great schools was turned into something else. So I was really saddened by that trivia. So in general, as we visited the schools, we have really, it was really challenging. Well, we have a map, and honestly, we look at the map, we used the map in a wrong way. Instead that we're going to the north, we went to the south, and so we lost time. We lost our way, and we spent so much time uh, going there, without without finding anything. So, but then again, we have used that whole day, just visited the six schools, only six, but it was really um, satisfying, since we have found those schools, given that Intramuros is really big. So in general, our trip was really exciting. It was fun and satisfying. So, as if I may graduate and as a future educator, I was certain that we have built Philippines in history have built great schools, and many of them was destroyed. But as you see now, we have many great schools now naman. PNU in fact was part of Escuela Pia, or the Ateneo, the first Ateneo. And now as you see, PNU is great schools built in a long way taff. So if the former normal school inside Escuela Pia was not destroyed, PNU may not been built now. So maybe we should thank history for that. And actually, we may thank Spanish and American colonizer, for they have built great schools here in Philippines, and they have made their contributions in our history. It may not be all about war and the destructions. They also have brought us many good things. So we should, I think we should thank them for that. So that's all, and thank you.
So after our historical tour, educational tour in Intramuros, um, this is my reflection. So what did I have in return? Knowing all the schools established in Intramuros made me inhale the historical essence of this so-called walled city. Those schools witnessed the important events in our history, and these are proofs that Philippine education produced some of the great students in history. And what fascinates me more is that Philippine education during the early ages highly contributes to the development of our educational system of what we have today. So, for me, this walled city, the Intramuros, is a very glorious and historical place that we must value, not just because uh, I am a student, we are students, but because Intramuros is a proof that by then Philippine education is evolving and developing through establishing these institutions that highly contributes to the history of our Philippine education.
Hey guys, it's me, Michael. So recently, my classmates, friends, and I, we visited Intramuros because we have this task of locating some schools, universities, or colleges that was established during the early history of the Philippines. And actually, it's our first time doing that kind of activity, but still, I find it very enjoyable and fun since we did it as a group. And throughout our search, we've actually find some historical backgrounds about each schools. And even though I'm a little bit sad because of the fact that some of the schools there are gone or was converted into other spaces, still I find it as an educational trip full of learning. Upon doing this educational trip, I have realized that the Filipinos and the colonizers truly value the essence of education back then. And of course, it is evident dun sa mga naipatayong colleges or universities before. And even though meron silang maraming setbacks or difficulties in education, still naging way pa rin ito para magkaroon ng education or ng learning yung mga early Filipinos. Aside from that, we can say that the former system of education before can be the basis of the current educational system we have today. So yung mga pagkukulang, mga pagkakamali, at yung mga tagumpay ng mga schools na ito ang siyang ating naging inspiration para makabuo tayo ng modern educational system na nakakatulong sa ating mga Pilipino. At bukod doon, dahil din sa improvements na yon, ay nananatili pa rin buhay at nagsaservisyo yung ilang mga universities na naitatag ng Spanish rule, tulad na lamang ng Ateneo, UST, at ang Santa Isabel. And lastly, for me, I have realized that this schools that was established by the Spanish or the Spanish colonizers have been a legacy for us. Kumbaga, naging part na siya ng ating history at naging piping saksi ito sa mga nangyari sa ating kasaysayan. Kumbaga, hindi natin mabubura ang kanilang tatak sa kasaysayan ng Pilipinas.
So, ayun, isa talaga sa bucket list ko ay yung makapunta sa Intramuros. So, for me, isa ito sa pinakamasayang trip na nagawa ko sa buhay ko. Kasi nga, pangarap ko talaga makapunta doon at malibot yon. And dagdag na lang siguro na naging very historical and very educational yung trip namin. Na parang bumalik kami sa nakaraan. At parang nag-treasure hunt lang kami sa paghahanap ng landmark. Kasi nga, yung hinanap na, wala na kasi mga particular building na nakatayo or yung particular historical schools na nakatayo sa mga site na yun. Pero yung iba naman nandun pa rin. And ang nakakatuwa lang kasi sa trip namin is nalaman namin kung ano yung story behind sa mga school na yun and kung paano yung naka-apekto sa educational system natin. And para sa akin, sobrang saya na malaman mo kung ano yung meron sa nakaraan mo at sobrang saya kasi meron pa ring mga building na na-preserve doon sa Intramuros na pwede nating balik. That's all. Sobrang thankful ako na na-experience kong makapunta sa Intramuros. And sobrang blessed kasi nalibot namin yun at marami kaming natutunan. Thank you!
Yun nga po, nung isang araw, nagpunta kami sa Intramuros, kung saan trigger namin yung mga historical places, kung saan nakatayo yung mga schools na tinayo nung panahon ng mga Kastila at Amerikano dati. Naririyan ang UST, Ateneo, yung Colegio de Santa Rosa, pinuntahan namin lahat yan. At nakakatuwa lang kasi parang naging part of, hindi naman talaga naging part of history ka, pero parang naging proud ka sa naging history ng Philippines. Kasi lagi natin naisip panahon ng Amerikano, panahon ng Espanyol, noong panahon na pinaglalaban natin ng ating kalayaan, na kumbaga parang ang samang tingin natin doon. Pero actually, may magaganda rin siyang ambag sa kung ano meron tayo ngayon. Katulad na isa na dyan, advancement sa edukasyon. Di ba? Nung panahon lang natin, pre-colonial times, hindi ganoon ka-advance ang ating civilization. May civilization tayo pero hindi ganoon ka-advance. At hindi rin ganoon ka-advance ang ating education. Pero nung dumating sila, tinulungan nila tayong maging edukado. At yun nga daw yung isang goal din, di ba, ng Amerika. Kahit pretext lang yun nila. At sa pagpunta namin sa mga lugar na ito, appreciate namin na dito pa dati nakatayo yung pinakaunang UST. Dito pa dati nakatayo yung Ateneo. So, naroon yun. Pero medyo nakaka-disappoint lang kasi yung iba dong mga schools sa pinagtayoan dati, hindi na yung actual school na nakalagay doon. Landmark lang na nagasabi na doon nakatayo siya dati. Pero ngayon, ibang establishment na nakatayo doon. Katulad doon sa UST na pinuntahan namin, na nagkanda, hirap pa kami hanapin. Doon lang pa sa parting may mall. Parang mall siya actually, na maraming ukay-ukay. Yun na nakatayo doon ngayon. Pero nakalagay doon, on this side once stood the University of San Tomas. Hindi siya UST nakalagay doon kasi nasira ng World War II according dun sa nakalagay na landmark. At ganun din ang case dun sa ibang schools. Katulad ng Colegio de Santa Isabel, doon siya nakatayo. Pero yung Red Cross na I believe yung nakatayo doon, hindi na siya nakatayo doon mismo yung school kasi nasira na nga ng World War II. Pero meron din sa nakatuwa yung Colegio de I believe it was Santa Rosa, na hanggang ngayon operational pa rin siya, school pa rin siya. At ito nga yung tawag natin Beaterio, yung mga times sa Spanish na pambabae, all girls school siya. Nakatuwa, kulay pink na siya actually pambabae talaga. So yun, nakakatuwa na nakikita natin yung history natin at nakikita natin hanggang ngayon na may epekto pa rin siya. So yun lang po.
Hi! So, ayun, nagkaroon kami ng educational trip sa loob ng Intramuros para hanapin yung mga dating kolehiyos and beatrios na nakatayo doon. So, ang una naming nakita ay ang Kolehiyo de Potenciana, kung saan ngayon ay isa na siyang building ng Red Cross Manila. And next na napuntahan namin is yung Colegio de Santa Isabel, kung saan isa na siyang open area and parking na lang siya ngayon. Next naman is yung Ateneo de Manila, or yung dating site ng Ateneo de Manila University. Ito naman is may malaking tent na lang siya, tapos puro kotse sa loob. So, parang parking na lang din siya. Next naman na napuntahan namin is yung Colegio de Santa Rosa, kung saan isa pa rin siyang school and hindi pa siya nagbago ng purpose ng building. Next naman na napuntahan namin is yung UST. Ito yung pinakamahirap namin na nakita kasi hindi namin alam na UST na pala yun. Pero inikot namin yung katabi ng building kasi yung signage na nakaharap sa highway and hindi mo talaga siya mapapansin kung hindi yun yung sadya mo. So yun, next naman namin napuntahan is yung Santa Catalina or Colegio and Beaterio de Santa Catalina, kung saan naging part na siya ng Letran, and mababasa mo na lang doon na this is the former site. So parang nilagyan lang nila ng historical mark, pero wala na talaga doon yung school. Yun, na-realize ko lang na sobrang tagal ko nang pumupunta sa Intramuros, pero hindi ko alam na andun pala dati yung site ng UST, yung Ateneo. So, nagulat lang ako and hindi ko rin talaga alam na may mga former na schools na nandun. Especially yung Colegio and Beatriz de Santa Catalina. Na nabasa ko na siya dati, pero hindi ko alam na sa Intra pala siya nakatayo dati. So, ayun lang, nakakapanginayang kasi hindi siya nasasabi sa mga younger generations na yun pala yung mga dating school na nakatayo doon sa Intramuros. So, yun lang. Bye-bye!
Visiting Intramuros last week, and the different universities out there, especially the museum, of course, and every place has been frustrated